If you're a fan of old school bodybuilding, then make sure to check out Sups the Movie. Filmmaker Alex Ardenti explores the $40 billion sports supplement industry, delving into the origins, evolution, and current state of supplements used by millions of fitness enthusiasts worldwide, available at Amazon and Vimeo. Hi everybody, Goldenerabookworm here, and today I'm going to present the Ironmaster Quick Lock Dumbbell System. I recently decided to purchase the 75-pound Ironmaster Quick Dumbbell System with the 45-pound add-on system that creates a 120-pound dumbbell set. And in today's video, I wish to unpack and review this dumbbell set for you guys and to give you my opinions, both positive and negative, regarding this amazing adjustable dumbbell set system from Ironmaster. Here we go. Hi everyone, so my Ironmaster Quick Lock dumbbell weights, the adjustable dumbbell weights, have arrived, and I want to do a video just on kind of reviewing them. The reason I'm actually showing you the boxes is the product that I've purchased, which I will just put on the side here. You can see it. It's actually called, these are Ironmasters, first of all. Ironmaster adjustable dumbbells that I've been wanting to purchase for quite a while. As in, I've been really wanting to purchase adjustable dumbbells, and I know there's a lot on the market, like the Bowflex, the Nuo Bell, I think it's called, and there's others. And because the Ironmaster is pure metal, I chose to go with these, and these are virtually indestructible. You can get the 20, it's around the 20 kilogram mark. I need to make sure that I put the right picture up so you can see it. And there's also the 34 kilogram set. So there's the 20 something kilogram set and the 34 kilogram set. I think it's 20 kilogram set if I'm not mistaken. And then there's the 34 kilogram set, which is the one I've purchased, right? And a lot of people might think that it just comes assembled as a dumbbell, but it doesn't. It comes like this. As you can see, this makes it really easy to transport, because this came actually in a pallet, which I'll show you now. Came in a pallet, and I actually thought, it being rather naive, that the dumbbells would come assembled. But fortunately, for transportation and for the convenience of putting it into your gym or into your home or whatever, the whole thing comes disassembled in small boxes, which makes it rather easy. And I think that's a really good point to already start with. If you order these online, you would get them in small boxes, and each box weighs a maximum of 15 to 20 kilos. So it's really easy to move them around. And I've already opened one box, and I just want to show you how well packed they are. That's the whole point of introducing just the packing itself, right? They come actually in two boxes, and because it's all metal, I'm sure you guys have maybe ordered some things in the past. Metal can really puncture boxes, but when they're in two boxes like this, it's likely not to puncture and not to damage the dumbbell itself, or to scratch it at least, because it's metal. So the fact that they pack it so well, I'm really impressed in that already. The thought that goes into sending them in all these boxes, it's really, really good for the customer to be able to get all this stuff inside their home and then to disassemble it and find that everything is top quality. So I'm going to get everything out now and then show you what the actual dumbbells look like and give you my opinion, the advantages that I find, the disadvantages, etc. So far I just want to explain what I've been getting out from each box, because this is, as you can tell, more or less an unpacking and review of the Quick Lock dumbbell weights sold by Ironmaster. The first, firstly, so you understand what I've actually bought. I've bought the, again, I'm repeating myself here, but adding a little bit extra information. I've bought the 75-pound dumbbell set, which is 34 kilograms, with the add-on set, right? It's an add-on kit of that raises the whole weight of each dumbbell to, I believe it's 50 kilos, so it's 100 and something pounds. So these are the 45 this is part of the add-on kit, right? The add-on kit, which I bought, as I said, is the I think it's adding on 45 pounds to each dumbbell, or 20 kilograms. That's right, 20 kilograms or 45 pounds, right? And it comes with these 4 pins, right? These are long locking screws that come with it, and of course in the box there was also operating instructions, as in how to actually put the add-on kit onto the assembled quick lock dumbbell once you assemble that, right? So this is what came in one box, the instructions with the 4 long locking screws. I still have to find the box with the 22-pound plates. The second box actually contained the Iron Quick Lock dumbbell system, which are here, right? That all came in a second box, and just to show you so far, you know, it's a pretty good dumbbell by itself. It must weigh a good, I don't know, I don't want to guess, but doesn't actually say. I would guess that they each weigh a good 5 kilos, so you know, good 11, 12 pounds. I don't know what the actual poundage is exactly of each. I could weigh them, but I'm not going to. But yeah, I'd say, oh yeah, here we go. Each handle weighs 5 pounds empty and 10 pounds with the 2 locking screws. So I was pretty close. It's about 5 kilos each, right? So that, yeah, and I think that's right. From it starts from about 5 kilos, each of these. And it comes, of course, with the operating instructions, as you quickly saw, how to actually assemble the whole thing, which I'll go through later on. But yeah, that's the second box. The third box, I already start seeing, because I bought the 75-pound set, which is a 34 kilogram set in the metric system. It's come already with 1 2.5-pound plate, or 2.5 or 1.5 kilo, and 6 of these 5-pound plates, which are 2.2 kilos. Okay, and I'm assuming that I'm getting 4 of these boxes, which are still left to unpack, because for the 75-pound system, what you get is 4 locking screws. I don't get the dumbbell stand. I didn't purchase that. But the click lock weight plates, 24 of these 5-pound plates, and 4 of these 2.5-pound plates. So I'll just keep unwrapping. So far, that's what I've opened up from 3 boxes. I just really want to add that I'm very impressed with the packing again. I know it's might be of non-importance to you, but when you're getting things delivered, I think it's very important that things are packed properly, because then that really is a reflection on the service and on the quality. And I can already tell you that this is obviously a very top quality brand. Each plate, as you can see, is individually wrapped and even separated by this very thin kind of cardboard plastic kind of separator between each plate. And each, as I said, is individually wrapped. So it's really well thought out. Even the packing process, it's quite good. So this is exactly what I've unpacked from the 8 or so boxes that arrived, and you can see now the entirety. We've got the 2 10-pound dumbbells with the normal quick lock system. We've got a couple of, well, got 4 actually, 1.1 kilogram or 2.5 plates, 4 of those. We've got the 24 5-pound plates, and as I mentioned, I bought the add-on set that extends the dumbbell from 75 pounds up to I think it's 120 pounds each, right? And there it is. That's the extra long add-on screws, because you're adding more weights, and this is a quick lock system in this dumbbell, which I'll show you, because the quick lock basically is like a screw that goes into the dumbbell. You're adding more weight, so you're going to need a longer screw. It's that simple. And the add-on plates are here. They're 10.2 kilos each, or 22.5 pounds each. There's 4 of them in total, 2 back there and 2 here. So far, I mean, it is quite a large set, I have to admit. And I know that the 34 kilogram or 75 pound set is between 30 and 40 centimeters long from memory. And with the add-on, it's closer to 50 centimeters. And that's almost 2 feet. So, you're dealing with a pretty huge dumbbells. But having said that, the great thing is, of course, that you only have one set, and that was the point. The reason why I bought the Ironmaster set was because I was finding it harder and harder to train with all this, with being a father and all my responsibilities as working as a laboratory doctor. I find more and more it's even harder for me just to go downstairs to my own gym because I've got to take care of my kids, I've got to cook and everything. So having basically a full dumbbell set that goes from 5 pounds all the way up to 120 pounds pretty much is the only thing I'm going to need if I really need to get a good workout with all the relevant weights that I need, whether it's I'm doing rows or benching, which is where I would need the add-on set, or if I'm doing arm work, I could just get away with the 75 pound dumbbell set and using 40 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever I need for arms or for shoulder pressing. I may also need the add-on. If I want to do leg work, I can also use heavy dumbbells to do front squats, back squats, etc. Just squats in general. So there's quite a lot of work that I can do. Almost every single exercise that I could ever think of, except for anything like chin-ups and things that require machines, can be performed with such an adjustable dumbbell set. Now I'm going to put this together and continue talking after that. Now I just want to talk about the actual quick lock system itself before assembling the dumbbell. As you can see, these chrome plates at the end have this little notch, and that basically is the way that the dumbbell should be laying on the floor with the notch up, apparently, because that serves to indicate when you're opening and closing the dumbbell with the quick lock system screw. When that's pointing up, like so, it is open, and when you lock it, it's obviously going to close. Okay, so let me see if I can do it with one hand. You thread that in. Got it now. It's got to be a little bit out because, sorry, I was supposed to screw it in. And you screw that in, as you can see. In this case, there's no plates, so it's going to screw all the way in. And that's it. Right. Of course, when you put plates, this system is going to, this screw is not going to screw all the way in, but you can see it's going all the way in, right? And now I've got to get it out because there's no plates in there. That's it. And it's really easy. Once you reach the end, it's super easy. Now you can see that the actual screws themselves are rather short in comparison to the add-on screw, which is now there for you to compare in height. I mean, there's a big difference, isn't there? And again, that's got to do with the fact that you're going to be adding more plates. You want to make it a 50 kilogram dumbbell, or basically 120 pounds. You're going to put more plates on each end, so you need a bigger screw. Now I really want to just focus on assembling this dumbbell. Now, one thing I haven't talked about is the actual plates themselves. The plates are pretty awesome, and I'll tell you why I really like them. They interlock, right? You can see it at the top here. We've got the nice Ironmaster logo and lettering, clearly labeled weight of each plate with the quick lock at the bottom. But what's great is if you turn it around, you can see that it's got this circular depression and the square depression, the square bit coming above with a border line that's also depressed, which means that when you literally place each plate together, you hear that? It just locks in place. And then with all these plates stacked together, look at this. you can just move it, right? I mean, there's a tiny gap, of course, between each plate, but they're locked in place. And that's an extra added safety feature, I would say. It's a quite a very smart design, because they basically make it very easy for them to be locked in place and to stay in place, especially when you're changing the screw. Like I've put, so for example, I'm trying to make a 45-pound dumbbell, and so I would need the 10-pound quick lock dumbbell empty, which is this bit, of course, and the screws, right? And therefore I would need another 35 pounds on top, which would be 3 of these 5-pounders on each side, which makes, 6 in total. 6 by 5 is 30 pounds, plus 2 of these 2.5-pound plates. That's 5 pounds again on top. So 5 pounds plus 30 pounds plus 10 is 45 pounds. And I'm just going to lock. You can see I've just put the screw in, and this is how easy it is to lock in place. That's it. And it took like a second or two, and it's locked in. And I can tighten it a little bit more, and if I lift it, there you go. I mean, that's in place. Now I'm going to make the other side, and that's a 20-pound, a 45-pound dumbbell made. And I've just noticed another great thing. As I'm actually about to load the plate, it's also depressed, and it's got that gap there. So this again will fit perfectly and actually hold in place like that. So the design is so that they basically just kind of stack on each other like pancake plates of long before. I mean, that's kind of the design that I was looking for. Something that is pretty old school. You guys have probably seen all the old school gym photos and Arnold and all of those guys using what's called pancake plate dumbbells. And this has the same feeling, this old school feeling. I mean, this is going to be a 45-pound dumbbell, but it doesn't look like it, does it? Usually they're supposed to be rather chunkier, but no, it's so well designed that the space is rather small. I mean, this is my hand, right? And you'd expect this to be much huge, but it's not, because of the design of the plates. They are very, very thin and stacked really, really beautifully, which is going to make the movements with a heavier dumbbell much more smoother, because they won't be too big and clunky and be kind of in the way and disrupting the range of motion on the exercise. So it looks pretty good so far. So I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it is to make the second 45-pound dumbbell. I just wanted to show you the close-up earlier, and I've been disassembling it and assembling it in my office, but now I've got my lovely wife to do the videoing. And as I said earlier, the idea is that the design that Ironmaster has created allows the plates to really just kind of fit nice and snug in that depression, right? And it makes it really easy to just stack the plates, and you can see it won't fall because they just catch in that particular configuration. You slip the quick lock system in, and that's one side, and the other side is just as easy to lock in, right? Well, I did forget to put the 2.5-pound plates on the end. One, and when you want to change it, like let's say I'm actually changing the weights right now, it's that easy. You just unlock the system, increase the weight or decrease the weight, slip it in with the screw bit facing up, and done. And now I've got two 45-pounders set up, and as you can see, the system is very, very solid. As I mentioned earlier, the design makes it look like those old school pancake dumbbells you can probably see in this gym over here, right? It's got, and that's the beauty of having these adjustable dumbbells. This is why I recommend anybody that has a home gym to purchase one of these, because this particular set, which I have bought It's not just the 75-pound dumbbell set. They sell, as I said, a 45-pound dumbbell set. I wanted the 75-pound dumbbell set. And as I said, there's the add-ons, which are 20 kilos each extra. So you can add 20 kilos each onto each of these dumbbells, and you can have up to 2 add-ons. That means that not only can your dumbbell be, so I bought the 75-pound dumbbell set, it can be 120 pounds, but the second add-on set makes each 165 pounds. And if you wanted to go that high, you can. That's the wonderful thing about the Ironmaster. That's the reason why I purchased it. I know that the Power Block, I think the professional series, if I'm not mistaken, goes up to 175 pounds. Now I know that Coop from Garage Gym Reviews stated in his own opinion, he's a very big fan of the Power Block system. I'm not. I like the Ironmaster a lot more because it feels like a real dumbbell. It looks like a real dumbbell, right? You can actually hold it like a real dumbbell and perform all the exercise that you want to. If you want to do a Power Block, for example, triceps extensions, you can't because it's of all those little bits and pieces that go outside. You just can't grab it like a dumbbell. The Ironmaster, you can. But I'm not necessarily biased. I did a lot of research, and I just found that this particular dumbbell was the right one for me. I didn't go for the Power Block because they only go up to, from memory, about 90 pounds or 100 pounds. And when you're already benching or rowing more of that weight per dumbbell, you're going to be restricted. That's the other second reason why I got the Ironmaster. Not only is the design like a dumbbell, I like the quick lock system, in, out, right? The fact is that this set of dumbbells can be extended, as I showed you, using the add-on kit. It can be extended to, the 75 can be extended to 120 pounds or 165 pounds. And of course you can start off with a more basic 45-pound dumbbell kit, but it goes all the way up to 165 pounds. In kilos, you can start off with 20 kilos, or as I did, the 34 kilos, go up to 54 kilos or 74 kilos each dumbbell. And that's the reason. It really is all you would ever need in regards to an adjustable dumbbell. And it replaces a full dumbbell set that you would need a lot of space for and spend thousands of dollars to actually acquire all the dumbbells necessary. As I've gotten stronger, I can't continue to afford to buy every single dumbbell above 40 kilos. And that's a lot of money in itself. That's why I thought I'm going to get myself one of these, and that'll solve the problem of any other dumbbell I'll ever need. The increments, as you can see, they go up by 2.5 pounds. So you can have a 2.5 pound increase, which is just 1.1 kilos per dumbbell. And I mean, that's a pretty good increase. It's pretty much the same as you would get in a commercial gym. Most gyms offer an increase of 2.5 pounds per dumbbell. Others, it's 5 pounds per dumbbell, which makes it even harder to transition from one dumbbell set to the other. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about in regards to the Ironmaster system. What's a disadvantage I find is the length of the handle. In that respect, I agree with Coop. If you grab a normal commercial gym dumbbell handle, they tend to be about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters shorter, right? And you can see that with a person with an average wrist like mine, an average hand, the heavier it gets, I guess that's where the difficulty in grabbing the dumbbell would be, because now that the handle is longer, you have to have greater wrist power to be able to stabilize such a large dumbbell. If the dumbbell was snug fitting in your hand, that actual contact causes more stability. And even here, if that was snug here, the pressure here actually causes more stability for the joint and when you're performing the exercise. That's probably the only disadvantage. But having said that, the dumbbell itself, even at a 20 kilogram or 45 pound size, is not as huge as some dumbbells you find in the gym. So I think that although the handle is probably a bit too big, the design makes the actual set very compact. I like the fact that the dumbbell is, the plates are actually square, which means that they're not going to roll around all over the place. You set them down and they stay there, which is, in that respect, another safety factor, right? It's going to stay in place. That's another great thing about the Ironmaster quick lock system dumbbell set. Yeah, so they're available online, as I've mentioned. I'm not making any money out of this. I don't have any codes, so I'm only just stating my opinion here after having purchased these. As I mentioned, there's several reasons why I did. The first being that I found that I needed a home gym quick solution that allowed me to train at home whenever I needed, whenever I had a short period of time. The second is that it can go from 45 pounds all the way to 165 pounds, giving me absolutely no excuses in regards to the weight of the dumbbells not being sufficient to train. And yeah, as I said, I like the design. It's like a dumbbell. It feels like a dumbbell. It's a fantastic design. So I just want to show you quickly how to assemble the 75-pound dumbbell set, or 30, what is it? Yeah, 30, I think it's 30 kilo, that's right, 30 kilogram dumbbell set. Was it 34? 34 kilogram dumbbell set. So it's very simple. You don't need the add-on kit. You simply use the quick lock system that is already available. I'm going to actually remove at the end the 2.5 pound plate or 1.1 kilogram plate and simply slide in the 3 5-pounders along with the 2.5 pound plate at the end. So basically I'm just converting the 20 kilogram plate, the 45 pound, 20 kilogram dumbbell, or the 45 pound dumbbell into now the 75 pound dumbbell set. It's just hard to go from kilo to pounds in my mind. I'm not a multitasker. So yeah, I'm just showing you how fairly easy it is. I mean, I have to admit that for some people that might be watching, they might think, well, how is that different to a normal large dumbbell you can simply adjust? Well, it's still faster. This is still way faster than your average adjustable dumbbell. Come on. It's not quite right. It's bizarre. Other way. No wonder. Okay, we'll delete that. So you just slide it in and locked in. That's it. So that's how fast it took to go from the 20 kilogram dumbbell to the 34 kilogram dumbbell. And as you saw, the other one was already prepared. And as you saw, the other one was already prepared. It takes maybe 10-20 seconds on each side. Then you've got a 34 kilogram dumbbell set. And as I said, when I watched Coop's review on the Ironmaster, that's the same thing he said, and a lot of you people might be thinking the same thing. It's not too different from having your own large adjustable dumbbell where you just take plates off and on. And in many ways, Coop is right. The advantage of having the power block system, or, and I'm being very honest here, or the Bowflex, is that it's a simple click on, click off system where you just select the weight you want, set the dial, and lift the dumbbell off. I mean, it is much easier and much faster, I will admit to it. But the advantage, I repeat, of the Ironmaster is that it can go to 34 kilos, from 20 kilos to 34 kilos, and now I'm going to show you what the add-ons can do. It can be a beast of a dumbbell, which the other dumbbells cannot. Alright, now you can see that with the add-on system, we've got the 34 kilogram dumbbell set here, but with an add-on system, you get 4 plates of 10 kilograms each, 10.2 kilograms each actually, right? As shown here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 with the add-on quick lock set screws, which are much longer than the normal quick lock dumbbell set system, right? And as I mentioned before, the reason, of course, is because you're just going to have more weight. And these beasts with the add-on system make the dumbbell go from 34 to a 50.4 kilogram dumbbell system. Lock her in, 1. Lock her in, 2. Done. Now, you know, believe it or not, this system, which is now 50 kilograms, can even go up to 70 kilograms using the same plates and even a longer quick lock system screw, which I haven't purchased, but I'm just showing you. And I'm telling you, for the average person, the average natural bodybuilder who, you know, is not going to be on steroids and not lifting 70 kilogram dumbbells or 165 pound dumbbells like Ronnie Coleman, Mr. Olympia level, you know, open bodybuilding Olympia level. These guys are on everything, right? Believe me, a 50 kilogram dumbbell set and even a 70 kilogram dumbbell set is all you're ever going to need. It's as heavy as you can go, like, unless you're some bloody monster, right? So the idea is that I'm just telling you, this is why I know that it can be for some people a little tedious to be having to calculate and lock in and lock out and remove plates. But the fact that this system allows for such enormous weight was, to me, what sold me about the Ironmaster system. And that's basically what I really just wanted to display. The system itself, you can buy it from the very low weight of 20 kilos each, 45 pounds. You saw the 34 kilogram system, how I adapted it, which is the one I personally bought as a starter kit, and then the add-on systems, which there's 2. You can go up to, if you've bought the 34 kilogram system, it goes up to 54 or 120 pounds. And if you buy the 74 kilogram system, it goes up to 165 pound dumbbell set. That's it. I mean, that's a monstrous weight. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about with the add-on system. So that was my review on the Ironmaster Quick Lock Dumbbell System, and for those that wish to purchase this adjustable dumbbell system, it is available worldwide. Simply go to your online distributor in the US, the UK, or in Europe. There are also distributors for Australia and Asia, and you can purchase from the different option that suits you. If you have enjoyed this video, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and please leave me a comment and click the bell button to be notified of future videos. That's it from me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. As a natural bodybuilder, it is imperative to know your own testosterone levels, as they are a reflection of the anabolic environment created by your diet and training. I would highly recommend using the male hormone test kit from Let's Get Checked, and make sure you use my code GOLDEN30 for a 30% discount. Again, the advantage of checking yourself regularly is that you will know how well your body is anabolically primed to put on the much desired muscle you are working for. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Vince Gironda's approach to bodybuilding, his principles, and all these tips of wisdom that he has, I mean, there's so much stuff that probably hasn't been proven by science, and it will take science to prove or disprove Vince. But to be honest, these 3 books, I believe, which I call the Classic Physique Bundle, are the best books that Vince ever came out with. And they, of course, are the Wild Physique, the Master Series, and the Pro Series. Have a look at it this way. The Wild Physique, I believe, is like the ABCs of Vince Gironda's principles to bodybuilding. He teaches you the exercises and his principles, but how do you put them together? Well, the Master Series is a 14-month program of using all of these principles, all of the diets that Vince came out with, all of the exercises. And believe me, it's a brilliant, brilliant program. Many people have used it. I know personally a lot of bodybuilders that have actually used it and made fantastic results with it. And of course, the Pro Series was a book that he came out with later on, specially targeted for getting into competition. It's just these three books, as I call it, the Classic Physique Bundle, Vince's best work, and available, of course, at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Now, the Pro Series of Bodybuilding, which was targeted for professional bodybuilders, contains 6 programs, each of which go for 2 months each. So it's a whole year, again, in preparation for competition. Online training is now available, including my new program, Novice to Classic, a program geared towards beginners and novices looking at developing a classic physique, as well as Classic Cut, geared at those who wish to lose weight and gain muscle fast. Details available at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Need a bodybuilding poster for your gym or office? Then check out Ironman Magazine archive.smugmug.com for the highest quality posters on the planet. Scroll through the galleries of all the legends, including greats such as Arnold, Frank Zane, Sergio Oliva, Serge Nubret, Tom Platz, and Larry Scott, and much, much more, and select your poster now. To support your favorite YouTube channel, please visit teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm for merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, face masks, phone cases, and much, much more. Once again at teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm. Become a patron at www.patreon.com/goldenerabookworm for hard to find books, scans of rare photos, and articles on the golden era of bodybuilding.
I don't think that Bill Phillips looked at it as, I want to compete against them. I want to destroy them.
If they pass legislation basically making any type of food supplement a prescription item, that would be the end, the death of the entire food supplement industry.
Take your vitamin pill now.
In the 1960s, the sports supplement industry was barely emerging.
I think the reason why Joe Weider was so successful was he had Arnold on his side.
He wasn't selling supplements. He was in the dream business.
Joe Weider was a marketing genius.
People would say the promotions or the endorsements back then were cheesy. To me, it wasn't. I loved it.
Fitness was taking off. Fitness became cool. You had a lot of readers that wanted to be like the stars that they idolized.
Bill's strength is his marketing savvy. He's a marketing genius.
Got it. It's only vitamin.
The right of American citizens to have free access to dietary supplements of their choice.
Consult your physician. You might as well consult the next guy you meet on the street. They don't know a damn thing about vitamins and nutrition.
The dietary supplement industry became the #2 most regulated industry. Nuclear, dietary supplements, pharmaceutical. We are more regulated than drugs.
They come in and you need to allow the FDA. They have jurisdiction.
The enforcement is kind of the questionable side of it, and how do they really get a handle on this monster?
A lot of people tell me that the dietary supplement industry is completely unregulated. It's the wild, wild west out there. It's a free-for-all. That could not be further from the truth.
A dietary supplement is not allowed to have a side effect. I always say the pharmaceutical has to have a minimum of 100 side effects in order for it to be a drug.
And now, it's a $40 billion industry and growing.
That's the really interesting thing, is the cast of characters from the 80s, when it was kind of iffy, to now when it's a lot more legitimate.
They made it sound cutting edge, revolutionary, and different, and I want that. That's cool.
We are in this industry to improve our health. It's not just a vanity project here. We're working on our lifeline. We eat a certain way to improve our health. We train a certain way to improve our health. Supplements are just that. They supplement your work, your graft, your nutrition.
They demonize dietary supplements, but they say all you need is real food. Well, what's a real food?
They pump you up and get you hard, stronger, faster, bigger.
Doc, I want to take this weight gain. I want to take this pre-workout. Doctor's, no way. That stuff, we don't know what's in that. It could be, no way. I'm not going to give you, it's going to kill the industry, bottom line.
So I must have drank so much protein powder from age 15 to 18 that my head was going to explode.
I believed in metrics so much that I would probably punch somebody in the face if they tried to take it away from me.